Watermelons are a very popular fruit. Many people love to eat them in summer. They are sweet and juicy and so refreshing on a hot day. Growing your own watermelons can be a lot of fun for the whole family. It is very rewarding to watch them grow from tiny seeds. You can then enjoy the delicious fresh fruits straight from your garden. This guide will help you learn exactly how to do it. We will make all the steps easy for you to understand and follow. Choosing the right seeds is a very important first step. There are many different types of watermelon seeds available. Some watermelons grow to be very big and are perfect for sharing. Some are smaller, like the popular sugar baby variety, ideal for smaller families. You can also choose between types that have seeds or newer seedless varieties. Think about what kind of watermelon you and your family like to eat most. Also, consider the amount of space you have in your garden, as some vines spread more than others. Smaller types generally need less space to grow successfully. You will need a few simple tools to get started on your watermelon adventure. A good quality shovel or a sturdy spade is important for digging the soil. You will also find a hoe very useful for removing any unwanted weeds. A watering can or a garden hose is essential for giving your plants the water they need. Gardening gloves are a good idea to protect your hands while you work. You might also need some small pots if you decide to start your seeds inside your home. Labels are also very helpful for remembering which types of seeds you have planted where. These basic tools will make your gardening tasks much easier and more enjoyable for everyone involved in the process. You can usually buy watermelon seeds at your local garden store or nursery. Many people also choose to buy their seeds online from reputable sellers. When you are looking at seeds, try to find varieties that grow well in your specific area. The information on the seed packet will often tell you this important detail. It will also typically say how long the plants will take to grow from seed to ripe fruit. Some popular and reliable types to look for include Crimson Sweet or Moon and Stars. Do not be afraid to ask gardening friends or local allotment gardeners for their recommendations. They might know what grows best near you. Watermelons need good, rich soil to grow big, sweet and juicy. They absolutely love a sunny spot in your garden, so choose your location carefully. Make sure the area you select gets at least 6 full hours of direct sunlight each day. 8 hours of bright sunlight is even better for them and will lead to healthier plants. The soil should also drain water well, meaning water does not sit around. Watermelons do not like their roots to be constantly wet and soggy for long periods. Therefore, sandy soil or loamy soil is generally a very good choice for these fruits. You should aim to start preparing your garden soil in the spring, well before planting time. You can easily make your existing soil much better for growing watermelons. One of the best things to do is to add plenty of compost to your garden bed. Compost adds good things, called nutrients, that plants need to thrive. Well-rotted manure, if you can get it, is also very good for enriching the soil. Gently mix these beneficial materials into the top few inches of your garden soil. Watermelons prefer soil that is a little bit acidic for optimal growth. A soil pH level that falls between 6.0 and 6.8 is generally considered best. You can test your soil's pH level easily using a simple kit from a garden center. When it is time to plant, you have a couple of choices. You can plant your watermelon seeds directly right into the garden soil, or if you prefer, you can start them growing inside your home in small individual pots. Starting seeds inside the house gives them an early head start on the growing season. This method is particularly good if your local spring season is short or tends to be cool. If starting indoors, plant them about 3 to 4 weeks before the date of the last expected frost. If you are planting seeds directly outside, wait until the soil is properly warm. The soil temperature should be at least 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius for good germination. Warm soil helps the seeds to sprout quickly and encourages the young plants to grow strong from day one. Watermelon plants need quite a lot of space in your garden to grow properly. Their long vines will spread out very far as they grow through the summer. It is common to plant seeds or young plants in small mounds, often called hills, or in neat rows. If you decide to make hills, you can plant about 4 to 5 seeds in each hill. Make sure to space these hills approximately 4 to 6 feet apart from each other. If you prefer planting in traditional rows, space your young plants about 2 to 3 feet apart within each row. The rows themselves should be spaced about 6 to 8 feet apart. This spacing gives the sprawling vines enough room to run freely and get all the sun they need for healthy growth and fruit development. Watermelons need a good and consistent amount of water to grow well. This is especially true when the plants are young and just getting established. They also need plenty of moisture when they're busy making flowers and developing fruits. You should aim to water them deeply, but not too frequently, perhaps 1 to 2 times a week. When you do water, give them about 1 to 2 inches of water each time. Try your best to water the base of the plant, directly onto the soil. It is a good idea to avoid getting the leaves too wet if you possibly can. Keeping the leaves dry helps to prevent some common plant sicknesses from developing, ensuring healthier foliage. Mulch can be a very helpful friend to your watermelon plants. You can put a layer of organic mulch, like straw or wood chips, around your plants. Mulch does several good things. It helps to keep the soil moist for longer. This means you might not have to water quite as often. It also does a great job of stopping pesky weeds from growing too much. Weeds compete with your watermelons for water and nutrients. Furthermore, mulch helps to keep the developing fruits clean by preventing them from resting directly on the bare soil. You can also feed your watermelons with fertilizer to help them grow. Use a balanced fertilizer when the plants start to send out their long vines. Later, when fruits begin to form, switch to one with more potassium for good fruit growth and sweetness. Sometimes little bugs and other critters can bother your precious watermelon plants. Aphids are tiny green, yellow or black bugs that can cluster on the plants. They like to suck the important juice from the tender leaves and stems. Cucumber beetles, which are often yellow with black stripes or spots, can also be a problem. These small beetles will eat the leaves and sometimes the flowers of the plant. Another pest, called squash vine borers, can tunnel into the plant stems near the ground. It is a good habit to look at your plants often, checking for any signs of these unwelcome pests. Catching any pest problems early makes them much easier to handle and control effectively. Fortunately, there are some easy and simple ways to deal with these common garden pests. For example, you can often spray aphids right off the plants with a strong jet of water from your hose. You can handpick the larger cucumber beetles and drop them into a bucket of soapy water. Using floating row covers can protect your young plants from many types of flying pests. Remember to remove these covers when the plants start to produce flowers. This is very important because bees need to be able to reach the flowers to pollinate them. If they are not pollinated, you will not get any fruit. For more serious bug problems, insecticidal soap can be used. Always follow the directions on the product label carefully when using any garden product. Knowing exactly when to pick your watermelon is a very exciting part of the process. There are a few key signs that you should look for to tell if it is ready. One of the most reliable signs is the little tendril near the fruit's stem. A tendril is a small, curly, leafless growth that comes off the main vine. When this specific tendril turns brown and becomes dry and brittle, it is a very good sign. This change usually means the watermelon connected to that part of the vine is getting ripe. Be sure to check the tendril that is closest to where the melon itself joins the vine. This is often one of the most accurate indicators that growers use. Another good sign of ripeness is the spot where the watermelon rests on the ground. This area is often called the belly spot or the ground spot by gardeners. On a ripe watermelon, this spot on its underside will change its color noticeably. It will typically turn from a white or pale green color to a much richer, creamy yellow shade. You can also try the age-old trick of thumping the watermelon gently with your knuckles. A ripe melon will often make a dull, low-pitched, hollow sound when you tap it. An unripe melon, on the other hand, might sound more like a higher-pitched thud, less resonant. Practice this thumping method a few times, and you will soon learn to recognize the distinctive sound of a ripe melon. When you are confident that your watermelon is perfectly ripe, it is finally time to pick it. You should use a sharp knife or a pair of pruning shears for this task. Carefully cut the stem that connects the watermelon to the main vine. It is a good idea to leave about 2 inches of the stem still attached to the melon itself. This little bit of stem helps the watermelon to last longer after it has been picked. Handle the watermelon gently and with care when you pick it from the vine. You certainly do not want to accidentally bruise or drop your precious homegrown fruit after all your hard work. Carry it carefully from the garden to a cool place indoors. Growing your own watermelons is truly a wonderful and rewarding summer project for anyone. With plenty of good sunshine, rich, well-drained soil, and enough water, you can achieve great success. Remember to choose your seeds carefully, picking varieties that fit your garden space and your taste preferences. Keep a watchful eye out for any pests that might appear and act quickly to manage them. Harvesting a sweet, juicy watermelon that you grew yourself is a fantastic reward for your efforts. Be sure to share your delicious bounty with your family and friends. They will no doubt be very impressed with your excellent gardening skills. Enjoy the absolutely delicious taste of your homegrown success.